So Paramount and Avatar Studios are back in the headlines again, starting with the delay of the Avatar movie from October 10th this year to January 20th next year. And apparently this delay is happening because there was a huge layoff at Paramount Studios and the whole company is kind of like readjusting right now. And I'm just glad it's not being pushed for like a whole year or something, because I'm sure we can survive a 3 month delay. Now on to the main discussion for the day. Crazy story, guys. So last week, after the cast of the upcoming Avatar movie was revealed, I made a video talking about it and I thought the story would end there, until I started seeing posts like these and I was like, whoa, do we have another Noah Schnapp situation in our hands? Because anytime I hear that word Zionist, he's the first person that comes to my mind because of how vocal he was about his beliefs and all that went down. And just like that, comments upon posts and threads were calling Avatar Studios to recast Eric Nam, that he was a Zionist, a genocide supporter, that he wants to see dead Palestinians. And I'm like, what is happening here? So I searched my way around the internet, kind of like grabbed the full gist, and I came across this thread on Twitter that was gonna highlight his hateful and pro-genocidal nature. So the whole fiasco began when Eric Nam liked a post that read, "It's absolutely reasonable and logical to be opposed to the Israeli government's treatment of Palestinians, while simultaneously calling for the protection of Jews in Israel and around the world. Hamas is a terrorist organization that is attacking civilians by land, air, and sea. The images of kidnapped Israelis are shocking and devastating. I understand many of us are afraid to voice an opinion because the crisis is so nuanced and hard to understand, and we're afraid of saying the wrong thing, but we can and must always use our voices to denounce terrorism and the senseless murder of civilians." Okay, so that was the post he liked. So after it was discovered that he liked this post, he began to receive backlash and threats, especially from his Malaysian fans, telling him not to come to their country because he had a tour scheduled for Kuala Lumpur. And when the threats became severe, he removed Malaysia from his tour schedule. Doing this fueled the anger of some of his fans, and it was met with even more backlash. This person wrote that Eric Nam removed Malaysia from his tour list without saying anything because a lot of people from there told him not to come because they don't want anyone who is supporting Israel in their country. No jokes, he showed that he doesn't give a about Palestine. Another genocide supporter. Wow, okay. So the backlash apparently got to him and he released a statement that reads, "Hi everyone, following the horrific events of October 7th, I liked a post that I believed to express a position of anti-violence, anti-hate, and was against intolerance. My liking of that post was a reaction to waking up to devastating news. As someone who has always been pro-human, pro-peace, and for love and equality for all. After that, I received threats related to my scheduled show in Kuala Lumpur. Out of an abundance of caution from my team and my fans, I made the difficult decision to cancel the show. My heart is broken for the Palestinians and Israeli families that have been ripped apart by violence and are facing unimaginable loss. Nothing I say can be enough when there is so much pain and suffering, but I am praying every day that there is peace and safety for everyone soon." The thread then goes on to say that his music record company are supported by Zionist investors, as well as Paramount Studios being pro-Israel, and how fans can make their voices heard so he can be recast. Now this is just a very pathetic situation if you ask me. I mean, all he did was like a post that literally opened with it being logical to be opposed to how Israel has been treating Palestinians, while acknowledging that the horrific act from Hamas is wrong. Like, what's the deal with both parties in this conversation? The other day I saw that what's her name, Candace, was fired and being called an anti-Semite because she was vocal about feeling bad when she sees Palestinian children dying. And on the other side, if you do as much as like a post that says what Hamas did is wrong, you'll be called a genocide supporter. I know some people may hate me for saying this, but a person does not hate Palestinians or Muslims when they are against terror attacks by Hamas, and a person is not an anti-Semite for saying what Israel has been doing, especially after October 7th, is like an overkill and destruction of innocent lives. In my country right now, Fulani headsmen are moving about, killing people in their way and wreaking havoc on innocent lives. That doesn't mean I'll be in a celebratory mood if my people went up north to Fulani settlements and massacred the people there. So in conclusion, I don't think Eric should be recast because of this. It's not like he likes a post calling for Palestinians to be wiped out, because that is what a genocide supporter is.
You're weak, just like the rest of your people. They did not deserve to exist in this world, in my world. Prepare to join them. Prepare to die!
And calling for peace in that region does not equate to being a Zionist. If anything, I'm more concerned that he's not a seasoned voice actor taking on the role of AANG, and I don't know if his performance will be that good, but we just have to wait and see. Now, I know this is a touchy subject, so please be respectful to one another down in the comment section below. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!